So I've been thinking about this for a while now. And the best way I can explain this to you is through this scenario. Imagine that you are out in your tent camping, and all of a sudden you're awoken by a sound in the middle of the night. And you have two options. You can either grab a light and either startle or scare the thing outside the tent, or you cannot turn on a light and be at a disadvantage or not see the thing. Which one would you choose? And probably most people would choose to turn on the light and risk scaring or startling the thing. But imagine if you had night vision technology, especially night vision technology built into your phone. Would this actually help you see? Well, I've done the research, and this is what I found out if night vision technology was built into your phone. Okay, so let's start with how night vision technology works, because this will set the foundations on what I'm about to talk about next. So, how does night vision technology actually work? Well, to put it in a very simple terms, night vision technology works like this. It goes light light goes through the lens and is converted into electrons. Then those electrons go through a filter. They they then get excited or get multiplied so that there are more of them. Then they go through the another filter, which turns them back into light. And then that light reaches your eyes. This is the very basic explanation. Now that you know how night vision basically works, let's move on to why it would be so hard for night vision technology to be incorporated into the phone. So the, there are many factors to think about when shrinking night vision technology into a very compact size. So, what is the main reason, the main factor per se of shrinking something down to be put into a phone? Well, the main factor that is so hard to shrink down to a phone size is the infrared light enhancer, which enhances the infrared light that helps you to see in the dark. So that is the key reason why it is so hard to put night vision technology into phone. But if technology were incorporated into phones, then what would be the consequences? Well, to actually talk about the consequences that night vision technology would have on us if it were in phones, we have to go back to the beginning of World War II, because that is when it was actually introduced. Now, the war itself doesn't affect night vision technology that much. But after the war, night vision technology was advancing, and it kept advancing. And also, the phone kept advancing. But the probably the major factor that altered how night vision technology was incorporated into phones was the public. And this is for everything that's out there. The public is in charge of swaying if something should go or not. The public is there to say, yes, this should happen, or yes, this shouldn't happen. It's popular opinion. So back then, popular opinion was saying, we don't need this, and it was not in high demand. They didn't see night vision technology to be something that the average person doesn't need in their everyday lives. So then, what if the general public actually wanted night vision technology in their phones back then? And how would that affect us today? Well, the truth is that night vision technology incorporated into phones would have a major impact on us today if it was incorporated into phones back then, because major laws would have to be enforced and laid down, because probably many people would use this technology to use it for evil purposes. So this would actually affect us because there would be a rule or a limit to have night vision technology, or possibly even a license to have night vision technology. So incorporating night vision technology back then would affect us drastically today. But what if we incorporated it today? Would that be the same today? Would it be even worse? Or would it be somewhat better? Well, I'm gonna actually let you guys answer that question in the comments below. And if you liked how I broke down this video about if night vision should be incorporated into our phones, then you'll probably like this video where I break down another everyday object that has a hidden purpose.